Hey, garage people. Coming at you with the hot tech tip for the day. Push rod length and lifter preload on these LS, or really any hydraulic roller engines with non-adjustable rocker arms that you need to size the push rods for. There's so many ways to do it. I think the best way, and it only requires you buy one more tool, is with the adjustable push rod checker. This is currently $23 at Summit, Trickflow 9501. 6800 to 7800, so it'll fit many engines, including these LS engines. To take all the guesswork of turns and rocker ratio, blah, 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 out of it, this will work with your 1.7s or my 1.8s that I have. What I've done is taken my torque wrench and torqued my bolts down to 25 foot-pounds. These are uprated bolts from 22. And as you can see, the checker push rod that I have in there still has a little bit of valve lash. That's because it's slightly too short. It's currently set to 7,400, and I went with 7,500 push rods, and I'll show you why. The LS7 lifters spec out 50 to 100 thousandths, and at zero lash, with the bolts torqued down, my preload checker came to, or my push rod checker came to 7,435 with zero preload. So adding 50 or 100 preload to that number gets you between 7,485 and 7,535. So my 7,500 push rods will put me right in the middle of that happy range, right about 75 thousandths worth of preload on those lifters. And so they should control everything just wonderful on my engine here. So yeah, very happy I went with the 7,500 push rods, and I'm very happy that I measured them this way because it's basically foolproof. You torque them down so you know you have zero lash, and then you just check your distance and you keep increasing the turns on that push rod checker until you get zero lash on your rocker. You don't even need a caliper, and you don't need to check turns because the push rod checker, every time you turn it out, is 50 thousandths. So if you count those, 12 turns is, do the math, 600 thousandths, up from 680, 7,400, and then a little bit more, 7,435. There you go, zero lash. Best way to check them. And you only need one more tool. You don't need this, and you don't need this. And you don't have to count turns either.